I did it. I did it. I didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to do it, but I did it. I did it because I thought it was best for me and, the direction I was going, but I did it. I returned the Sigma 18-50 f2.8 for Canon RF APS-C crop sensor cameras. I did a couple videos on it. I did the unboxing. I did the short-term review. I was really excited about using it and, getting out in the field and using it for upcoming shoots and stuff like that. But I returned it. I know some people are going to see this and be like, oh, he just bought the lens to make a review. He didn't really want to keep it in the first place, which is not true. I really was super excited for Sigma making these lenses, Canon allowing Sigma to make third-party lenses. And, I was excited for my first zoom lens, a 2.8 constant aperture, 28 to 80 equivalent. Like that could have not necessarily replaced all my primes because all my primes are faster, but it would have been a really good complement to the primes that I have. The reason that I ended up returning the Sigma 18-50 is that, in a nutshell, it was just too soft. It wasn't as sharp as I would like it to be. Now, I did know going in that it was a DCDN contemporary lens, so it wasn't going to act like an art series lens, or it wasn't going to act like an L series lens for Canon, or it wasn't going to act like a G Master lens for Sony. I knew that going in. But at the same time, I didn't expect it to be as soft as it was. So when I did my short-term review and I went out and tested the sharpness and everything like that, I was just like, it's fine. It was just very fine. And for video, it was cool, like for talking head videos. And then, when I did the autofocus test on the last video, and it was fine. It was just fine. It was a fine lens. And do I still stand by what I said about this lens is good for beginners and hobbyists? Yeah, I still stand by that. But as a person who shoots portraits and shoots weddings, and I don't charge super cheap prices, I need lenses that are going to not have me going in the Lightroom and saying, what is going on? And I feel like down the road that would have started happening. Like I have a wedding coming up in October, and when I'm looking at the pictures that I was taking and those test pictures and how soft it was, I was just like, I don't think this is going to work for me, unfortunately, because I was really excited for it. And I saw all the people in the comments saying, they were excited and, that y'all were going to get the lens. And I'm not saying it's a bad lens. I'm not saying don't get this lens. It just wasn't going to work for me, I don't think. So I ended up returning it. What really sold me on returning it was I was taking a picture of my wife. I didn't keep the picture, and I should have for this video for this purpose, but I was taking a picture on the Sigma 18-50, and then I was taking a picture on my RF 35 1.8, and I was just comparing the two lenses as far as quality goes and sharpness goes, because I was already starting to have those thoughts after rewatching my video of like, man, this, Sigma lens looks a little soft. So I took the two pictures side by side and I showed my wife and I said, hey, this is picture A and this is picture B. Like, which one do you like better? And she was like, B by a landslide. And B was the RF 35 1.8. And I said, what do you think about picture A? She was like, it's just not good. Now, my wife's not a photographer, but, for someone to look at a picture I took and say, it's just not good. And I know like all my settings were right. I know that, I was using back button focus, so I know I didn't miss focus. And then to have someone say like, it's just not good, it said a lot. And it basically just confirmed everything I was already thinking about the lens going into me taking pictures of her. But yeah, it's just it's a fine lens. It's fine. And if you're just getting started and you're not, charging super expensive prices, or you're just a hobbyist and want a small, light, compact zoom lens for your travels and stuff like that, it is a good lens to use for that. But for high quality portraits and for weddings, I just don't think it's going to work for me. I think I need to stick with my RF lenses and then, just really invest in L series lenses, because that's just what it is, unfortunately. So This is my short little spiel about me returning the Sigma 18 to 50. Don't let it discourage you from buying it. If you think that it's going to work for you, go and try it. You know, buy it, try it. If you don't like it, return it. You know, I you know, whatever, I don't know, but it just didn't work for me. So hopefully I didn't disappoint too many of you who were looking forward to buying a lens. And like I said, don't let this video discourage you. Form your own opinion. Like, don't go on YouTube and think that all these YouTube creators are, you know, going to be your end all be all answer. Like, oh, Cameron from Can Photography said the lens was too soft, so I'm not going to buy it. And it's like, form your own opinion. Okay, like, test everything. Like, don't let a creator say just because they think something of this product, that's the final thought on the product. Do your own testing. So that is it for today's video. I'm sorry if I disappointed any of you in returning this, but yeah, that's just the route I'm going. I'm going to have to do something different. I'm going to have to invest in L series glass, because that's just, you know, for high quality portraits and weddings, that's just what it's going to have to be. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to another video, and until next time, peace.